More news coming in, and this is a big development in the Indian Air Force officer assault matter, where the cops have now arrested the accused. In a hurry to leave for Kolkata, the wing commander did not file a police complaint, is what we are learning. After dropping him at the airport, his wife registered the complaint at the police station. An FIR was registered. Sagai has more on that. Sagai, take us through the details of how this man was arrested. There's been swift action on the part of the police at the end of the day.
So what we get to learn is that the police had registered an FIR after the victim's wife had filed a police complaint at Bayapnalli police station here in Bengaluru. After uploading the video, he had left to Kolkata because his flight was delayed. And thereafter, his wife has reached out to Bayapnalli police station and registered an FIR. And subsequently, police have found out the biker where they had the vehicle registration number and arrested the accused in this particular case. And a case has been registered against him.
All right. You know, Sagai also talked to us about the motive of this. Why did he aggressively attack the officer?
What we get to learn from the video is that it was a road rage case where the accused has alleged that they didn't give space for him to go ahead. And the road rage case which has ended up in an assault against the wing commander officer. And he has also questioned that since you have a DRDO sticker, you are trying to show off on the road and you are not giving space for the other vehicles. That's when the argument took over to the next level and attacked the wing commander officer. Now the police have acted on it, immediately arrested the accused, and FIR has been registered.
So they're getting in those details at this point in time. In fact, this is a road rage case in which the accused has now been arrested. Sagai, be with us. We'll put out that video which has now gone viral of the officer narrating his ordeal.
The shocking thing is that the local people, the Kannada people there, everybody was watching. There were aged people who were only telling the person who has done the crime that he was wrong, get away from here. But the other locals, they were supporting him. They were holding my hand. That guy even bit me in my finger. He bit me in my finger. It's atrocious. If I had the capacity, I could have done anything to him. I was larger in size, larger in power. But he came, shocking because he came prepared. He had a keys in his hand, wearing a helmet, and he wanted to aggravate the situation. And God knows what would have happened if my wife was there alone. I'm very worried now that my wife and my kid are there alone. This happened in the heart of the city in DRDO area.
People came surprisingly and started abusing us, that we are doing wrong things. That person, he took his stone out, started trying to hit my car. I trying to stop, he hit me on my head again. Here you can see the blood and see my condition. The reality of main heartland Karnataka. I couldn't believe it. God help us. God gave me the power not to retaliate. Tomorrow, if law and order doesn't help me, I will retaliate. And then these people will have it. Please help me.
Sagai continues to be with us. Sagai, with the officer now talking about this matter has put the spotlight on, in fact, crimes of this nature, but also raised questions. But there are patterns of this nature. You know, the DRDO sticker, which gave ammunition in a way to this attacker to say that you're just trying to act smart because you think you're from the services and then you can get away.
Absolutely. He was thinking that he will get away from this particular incident. However, the police was quick enough to act after the police complaint was registered. And thankfully, there was footage on the dash camera, which was helpful, where they got the registration number of the vehicle. Immediately, police took the address of him and traced the accused in this particular case and arrested him in connection with this particular road rage case.
Sagai, getting in those details as far as the officer is concerned. Yes, Sagai, the wife also of the officer, who herself is from the forces, has gone on to clarify why the case was not registered, since there was a big question mark on why the cops had not in fact registered a formal complaint. The man in question has now been arrested in a hurry to leave for Kolkata. The wing commander did not file a police complaint, is what we know. After dropping him at the airport, his wife registered the complaint at the police station. An FIR was registered finally, and the accused was subsequently arrested by the police. The details being given out, Sagai, in this case as to why the case was not first registered, because she was on his way to drop the officer to the airport and did the needful after that was done, isn't it?
Absolutely, it was emergency because his family members are under treatment in Kolkata hospital, and that is the reason he was heading towards airport when this particular incident took place. So he was in emergency. So initially, after this particular assault, he went to the doctor, took the treatment, and headed towards Kolkata. And now what we get to learn from our sources is his wife, after dropping us at Devanahalli airport, reached back to Baipnalli police station, registered an FIR, and immediately the police have arrested him.
All right, so again, getting asked those details. This, to tell our viewers, is a case, in fact, from today itself. The officer, a DRDO, in fact, he worked with the DRDO, an Indian Air Force officer, put that video out. Aditya Bose there on your screens at this point in time, putting out that video, talking about how he was attacked. It's a big impact where the attacker now being nabbed is what we know. The action after we put the spotlight on that big story from Bengaluru.